Hey, this is Mark Davis with Big Water Adventures. I want to talk to you about TwinTack rod wraps and show you how to wrap just a typical, whether it's freshwater bass fishing or inshore red fishing, a Baitcast combo, and why this stuff, even for this application, is so unique and so beneficial. If you think of how you hold a Baitcast reel, you can see how I hold it right there. Some guys palm it and they actually go between their pinky and their ring finger. Some guys go between the middle two fingers. Some guys go with their forefinger on the front. But no matter what, this trigger right here is your contact point all the way up into the reel. The neat thing about the TwinTack, it comes pre-cut. It's tapered at the end of it. It's non-adhesive, so you can lock it onto itself and then you lock it with a piece of the tape that's included or some electrical tape at the bottom, but that is over the material itself. So you don't damage your cork, your EVA, there's no residue, there's nothing you've got to worry about. If you want to take it off, you just pull that last lap off and it comes right back on the way it went. So
really strong, and they're going to get stronger all summer. Really strong, and they're going to get stronger all summer.
To the point where you know where and how to do this. For me, I go down across the handle, then I'm going to brace it fairly tight, and I'm going to lock it over itself over that trigger. Then I'm going to come down under the trigger, and it's locking down on itself again. So essentially what I've done, when I get to the bottom and I show you this, now I'm going to roll it the rest of the way down. What I have done is I've made that material over and under that trigger. I'm putting tension on it right now and rolling it down on top of itself. You can double it over itself if you like that texture there at the seam, I guess you would call it. I like laying it side by side and just making a nice even flat surface. This stuff's hydrophobic, it's incredibly tacky, very durable. I'm not just putting color on here, it's much more comfortable. And as far as using this rod, if you've got two of them and you put one with TwinTack on it and one without TwinTack on it, I always encourage people to do that because I tell you, they'll buy the one, they'll put TwinTack on the one they don't have on it the next time they go. At the bottom of this, I always put my pound test and everything at the bottom. You want to cut it to the contour of what you've got left. Real simple to do. See, we use there'll be a little bit left over, which you always want a little bit left over as opposed to not having enough. And then all I'm going to do is just finish this out all the way down on the bottom. And if I wanted to, I could go ahead and put my, this is 30 pounds Seaguar Smackdown, 30 pound Seaguar Gold label. That's my note to myself. But right above that comes with all the TwinTack. I've already taken the backing off of this, but that's just an adhesive piece. It's really similar to electrical tape, which you can just as easily use in a pinch. And then I'm just going to wrap this up. And let it sit down right there. Now, as I was showing you, I had to keep the tension on it, so I couldn't really show it when I started. The only place that this has any tape on it whatsoever is at the very bottom. This whole piece literally feels just as grippy, tacky, comfortable as you can imagine. Even when you get it wet, fish, slimy, whatever you get on it, it's an amazing product. It really is. Around the trigger right here, the first thing you'll notice when you pick this reel up, when it's on there, is how much more comfortable it is. You still have some of the blank through the handle right here, but it's surrounded by ABS to begin with. Cork, EVA, ABS plastic. It's dampening material. In the fishing industry, we talk about it like it's helps sensitivity. The rest of the world looks at it as vibration dampening material that they use as filler for things. So when people ask me, does it cut down on the sensitivity of the rod? I would personally tell you, in my opinion and estimation, from using everything from, micro mono all the way up to the heaviest braided line, I see no difference. The benefits far outweigh what your perception might be of your bites. I can tell you, once you put it in somebody's hand and let them fish with it for a day, they immediately want to know, what is it, where do I get it, and they start wrapping their rods with it. You can find it at twintack.com or twintackfishing.com. They've got it in a whole bunch of different colors by the time you see these videos. It's real easy to learn how to do it. It does nothing to your existing equipment, and if you try one, you'll buy more.